Maybe you can tell me a little bit about the program that you represent and how these goats are being used.
So we're getting contracted to do goat grazing to maintain the current fuel breaks.
Yeah.
And we bring in the goats to eat the vegetation to keep it maintained.
Are there certain areas where you really have to use animals like this, where just mechanized solutions simply don't work?
Really steep ground, rocky ground where you couldn't get people or equipment into, works really well.
Use sheep, some use goats, some use a mix. What is the difference? Why do you have to...
For different vegetation, there's some stuff the goats won't eat that the sheep will. For instance, star thistle. The sheep are really good at eradicating star thistle.
Now, do you deploy them, for a long period of time? What's a typical operation like?
It depends on the size of the area, how many goats you put in there. Sheep are grazers and goats are browsers, so they eat brush, chamise, any of your local brushes they'll eat, and the sheep won't.
I know they're talking about potentially using goats in the interface areas. How will they work up there?
Well, certain areas will be fenced off, and then area by area they'll be getting the brush down to nothing and then moving on to the next area.
How many goats do you have? How many projects do you have in the course of a season?
This is the only project we're going to do this year is the Konocti Interface project. We're going to do it in 2 stages, some this year and some next year.
And how many goats will you have out there?
About 150.
How do you protect them? I mean, they're out there at night. How do you keep them safe?
We'll have livestock guardian dogs with them, and there'll be a sheep herder or a goat herder that'll take care of them also.
How did you get involved with this project and with the whole business of using goats to trim vegetation?
I've been doing fire prevention work and creating shaded fuel breaks. I was part of creating the Konocti Interface fuel break, and then we started doing goats.
Well, Juan, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it, and good luck with the goats. You've got a couple little babies here.
Yeah.
And how long before they're out on the line?
They got a few more months to go. Yeah.
Well, we'll look forward to seeing the results of your work. And again, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.